gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank Negra Foundation for allowing me to come and to share with you some journeys, some challenges, some excitement, and some more fun. And thank you for coming. This is not just a presentation, it's about lifestyle. I want to go with some thoughts, some secrets. We all have it, but sometimes we don't use it. So just to remind myself first and to remind you how we can make these secrets on the right place. Just to remember our childhood, where are you coming from, and how are you coming to transfer the energy, the experience. You building a career, you building a wealth for whom? For somebody else. That's a legacy. Normally, my legacy is to do three things. A children, generation, they can take place, they becoming a leaders, whatever they like to be. Second, something continuous, giving a charity in your life. And the third is a knowledge to be shared. This is my daughter Maryam and I. We're sharing a lot of connections. Another son, when I was even the third one here on the left, exactly the same like him. How I go back to the memory, how I see myself, how my children can be better. Another son, when I go on a travel, I take one by one, not to teach them, not to show them, to learn from them. Your kids are genius. We always ask experts. We go Google and ask questions, etc. No, ask your child. He will give you or his amazing answers and brilliant ideas. Sometimes your engineer or your advisor, your doctor, consult your genius, your child. Amazing. They have brilliant ideas and cool stuff. On the second row, I was there. I live in my childhood without title, detached, no title. To know who am I? Just Abdul Aziz, Ali and Nuaimi, no Sheikh. Because this without title, you can have a different of contribution. You can live normal. You can achieve different. But when you have a title, you have red tapes. Don't avoid. Don't do. Don't do. So you'll be restricted too much because of protocol, because of so and so and so. You will be like in a prison, small prison in your life. But no attached. You can do anything. Even mistakes you can learn from. First time I came to the United States, it was in 1981. And 2/3 of my personality shaped outside the country. Third in the UAE because of my parents, because of my education, my experience, but 2/3 through my travels, meeting people, sharing with them, understanding, and making a lot of exchange ideas. When I was in high school, my elder son Umar, the smile, the teeth to be out. Always don't make just a smile, to make the teeth comes out is important. The more teeth out, the more you generate hormones of feel pleasure, feel of happiness. It's cost nothing, but it's make a big life. My father, he passed away in 1990. I like to be not just like to him, but as a role model, as an example. He have a big heart. He's a giver. He no discriminate between any religion. He loves people. He gives hand. He gives heart. He always use heart, head, and hand together. Heart to pray for people, support by heart, emotionally, with mind, verbal, intellectual, and with hand make action. These are all Sheikh's family, ruling families in the UAE. You see in the back row, they're becoming the president. That's the late Sheikh Zayed president. Sheikh Rashid, the father of Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. That's my uncle. That's my grandfather, my father. These, they based on tribes. They don't have a democracy, they have a shura called advisory between these tribes. They come, they sit together, how can they make a difference, how they make a peace between tribes and tribe, how they can negotiate, how to make a business, how they always have an advisory called shura. The founder of the UAE, two players, Sheikh Zayed and Sheikh Rashid. Two players make the UAE happen. They have planned to make 9 Emirates, not 7, but they succeed with 7. Bahrain and Qatar to be included. Then because of some other interest, becoming 7 Emirates. Both of them, they spread the wealth not to give direct, through institution, through education, through healthcare, through number 1, social justice. Number 2, security. Number 3, wisdom, to be always neutral. That's my grandfather and my father was with the vice president in Iran during the Shah. And they visiting, when they, always my grandfather go, take my father, he was the crown prince of the Ajman, and to go there is building relationship. Iran, all these neighbors are friends. What they are neighbors, to have building their sort of hospitals, schools, education, business. And this relationship is still keeping going. You see the stamps, very interesting stamps. Ajman is famous of stamps. And my stamp here, the stamp of Ajman, Sheikh Rashid, and the stamp of Ajman here, JFK. So they are relationship, not just a business. There was a stamp, there was some, a historical comment. My father and my uncle. My uncle Sheikh Hamid is the ruler of Ajman, and my father passed away in 1990. Both of them gave me a vision. One gave me something, the other gave me something else. My father, he's a falconry. He was one of the 3 falconry in the UAE. And I used to go with him in a hunting season. And I told him, Dad, I want to be like you, falconry. He said, no, Abdul Aziz, this is not your area. This is our area, it's our interest. But you, I want you to focus on education and make some difference in your life. So don't be the falconry, be the falcon himself. Is it different? When my father passed away, the falcon and my unconscious becoming alive. Take what you need, not take everything. Not what you desire, what is must, just to take. You have 60, 70, 80 years to live. Just take and make your fly smooth and help people. Not helping, just giving a hand, giving your thoughts, giving your ideas, and make a difference. My uncle, the connection, he didn't spoil me. Abdul Aziz, you have to find out the way you have to do. I cannot give you a wealth, but I want to give you guidance. Is the power of less. And the power of less give me a lot of things. Sometimes of power of more, you can have everything, but you are spoiled. Your mind is not working. But when you have less, you are surviving, you are struggling, and you need to think different alternatives for better lives. Ihsan, well-being, nature. These 3 concepts, I love them. And we'll see what each one means. There's no meaning in English in ihsan, but there are some description of ihsan mean perfection, mean doing more than required. I'm required to come here to talk is not enough. Doing more than talk, to make enjoyable, to make it more fun, and there's some lessons, this is ihsan. So if I ask you to do something required, this is not ihsan. If you do extra, then that's ihsan. Required, more than and beyond. And people say, could be ihsan, philanthropy, could be ihsan, excellence, could be ihsan, innovation, could be ihsan, workmanship, could be ihsan, charity. There are a lot of things, but there is no meaning or word in English, ahsan. The well-being, the H, the holistic living, or the holistic health. Code of life, balance and moderation in everything. Take a balance. If you excess in everything, you are out of balance. And moderation is very important. In all different beliefs, different nationality, different races, whatever, if they just follow the balance and moderation, this is rule number one. And rule number, that's the life. Rule number one, which is no harm. Don't harm yourself and don't harm others. In everything, drugs, alcohol, smoking, abuse, anything. No harm to yourself and others. Rule number one, just keep friendly with yourself and others. Rule number two, cleanness. And cleanness starts from your heart and your mind and your tongue and your hand. Cleanness means not just washing, no, pure heart, pure mind, pure thoughts. Even with talking with people, make your voice sound good and clean of any dirt of language. Is very important. And very powerful. The more you clean, the more you achieve a lot of things in life. And these are secrets. We know them, but we don't practice. And sometimes we backbite somebody, you've been backbite to you. So somebody hurt you, the best thing, the ultimate is forgiveness. Very powerful. Somebody hurt you, and you forgive this person, is amazing. Then you see the power you will get. And the Quran, and we send down the Quran, that which is healing and mercy to those who believe. To the unjust, it causes nothing but loss after loss. It will heal. The Quran, it heals myself, and it heals my children, and it heals others. I'm just giving thoughts. There are a lot of things, because of the time constraint, I'm just putting thoughts and ideas. And these thoughts, what I'm practicing for holistic living and holistic moderation. Cupping, the hijama. This is through the Prophet's medicine. That's amazing, amazing medicine. You cannot take it out. It's a complementary with the normal medicine. You do the medicine, the traditional one, but you can complement to make the both. I do it every 2 months, taking my toxin out, the poison out. You need to release. Women release somewhere else. Men, we don't have release. We need to release blood. And this is the best way. But also, hijama applicable for men and women, both. And believe me, the memory going to improve. Concentration going to improve. Stress will be zero. Immune system improve. Sleeping pattern better. People who have no wife, they get married. People who have one wife, they get married another one. So don't take my advice. I'm just giving you the challenges, give you the prescription. Fasting. Either a Muslim or a Christian or a Jewish or whatever. Anyway, they're all fasting, all believes, they believe in fasting. And fasting is very powerful. Fasting of something you stop to eat and to drink for a limited of hours. Not the full 1 day or 2 days and you feel dizzy and then you go to the hospital to have a problem. No, for a certain time. There is a circle. And the fasting is very powerful. Because we just fast of eating, fast of talking, fast of doing something bad might be. So break that. And dates, water is very powerful. Very, very powerful. For our immune system, for our nutrition, so we can balance again. If we practice 30 days fasting, the first 10 or the first 10 days, it's going to clean from your feet up to your knees, if you're doing correctly. And the second 10 days, 66% going to clean up. If you complete 30 days, going to 100% clean if you practice as fasting as it is. It's amazing. Power of giving. This is 2 people use that in the world. 98 receivers. 2 people, givers. Give a hope. Give a smile. Give anything. It's not just a material. It's beyond than that. And when you give, believe me, you're receiving a lot. Direct and indirect. When I came to the prison, all the officers came to me, Sheikh Abdul, would you mind to give us who's these people you're going to deal with? I said, no. I want to come to deal with humans, human beings, not criminals. They said, fine, fair enough. And my title of this course or this lecture was How to Escape from the Prison. That's amazing. And this is the half of the title. The second half is and how to build your legacy. To show them great people, they were in prison, but they built a legacy to their nations. They published books. They made good families. They made good profession, good business, etc., etc., and giving really good examples from the history and from now. And believe me, when I left the prison, I found out 80% of these prisoners was drug dealers and people who killed or suicides. Sorry, homicides. So they are criminals of homicides and drug dealings. But I felt with them as human beings, connections. So they need somebody to respect them because they lost one thing. Do you know what they lost? One thing, dignity. They need just back to dignity by touch, by good word, inspiring them and show them this is you are in prison, you're going to build a legacy. Just use your mind. That's mindset. Giving a blood. Might be 3 or 4 or 5 people could survive. 1 drop of blood, you could survive a person. And in the Quran said, if you make a life to 1 person, you're making a life to the whole nation. And if you're killing 1 person, you're killing the whole nation. The power of give. Even a child, teach them to give to poor people, to people in need. Especially food, very powerful. Food and water, the basic needs. There are people need that. Another secret. We know that, but let's put them in action. We want to get from this room back to reflect what we can make something different. And Gandhi said once, in a soft way, you can change the world. Power of touch, very powerful. A mentally disabled child need a touch. A lot of people came, visitors, they cannot touch. They say, disable the child, I cannot touch, looks different. No, he's a child, he's a spirit. Angels around him. Hug him, kiss him, give him a hug, give him they are intelligent and they are smart. See these people? Very intelligent and very powerful. They need a hug, they need a hug, they need a touch. Even a dead person needs a touch. A touch. A touch. Very powerful than peace. A touch. Talks could work, could not. But touch makes a lot of systems of your inside can reply, can adjust, can accept. Touch. Building friendship, relationship, respect is about a touch. With your child, need a touch. Not normal touch, a different touch. pure intention touch, warm touch, with prayer touch. Not just come and touch and go. This is airplane touch and go. With the humans. A touch with a smile, from inside, genuine touch. You make a change, big change. Anthony Robbins, with his wife, we made a touch to spread the peace in the world. An old person, he was a captain in the ship, a captain. He held 5 people here and 5 people here. And we have no any relatives, no any friends. He need a touch. She passed away a few days ago. Just need a touch and prayers. Just let them remind him what the good things you have done, and you'll make something good afterward. Touch for achievement, touch for success, touch for great people. Not just champions, so they make a difference. My kid, second boy, Nasser, with different nationality, different religion, with touch, they can make a difference. One from Texas, one from New York, one as Christian, one Jewish, and one Muslim, with touch will make a difference. Just 2 weeks ago, one from New York visited us, and we took him to the elderly people. And he liked to talk to him, smile with him, and give him a touch. Friends from all around with touch. Amazing this. It was in Oklahoma. It was in October. And we went to the school. 2 friends of mine, Anthony Donofrio and Frank, huge. 3 of us went to the school just to say hello for the kids. And the school teacher asked us to give a talk, how we becoming friends. When we were giving a talk, and it came to my turn, I just stand up and I talk. I saw a lot of books on the table. And one of the books, inside, it was the Bible. Then I took it, I put it in the front of at the top of the box. I said, this is a Holy Bible. Don't put it down, put it in the top and clean any dust, because this is very, very holy. And this is from Islamic perspective, to respect all holy books, to have a special place. And all these high school boys and girls, they were shocked. How a Muslim took a Bible and he grabbed it and put it in the top. What? This is again to feel a respect with a touch. 3 people, 3 nationality, and 3 religion can make a touch, call it touch on ground. I think if I have a time, I'm not sure if I have a time, I think I will stop here.
Is it traditional gift?